Another new permission just loaded with great finds. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is really great to see you here. Now, Chris and I got together early in the morning trying to beat the heat. I had a brand new permission, which was a huge tract of land that ran along the railroad tracks that ran right through the center of town. I really had high hopes for this spot, so we grabbed our Equinox 800s that we got from our friends at Killico, and we hit the ground swinging. Well, Chris and I are at a new permission I have. I have all this area alongside the railroad tracks in an old town. And Chris said he finally got something interesting. I haven't yet. Oh yeah. And Chris is like, I think it's a mirror bracket. And I remember from an old video, I had one of these as a mystery item, and this is actually a toilet seat hinge.
Heavy duty.
Yeah, heavy duty. But it's an oldie.
Yeah.
So just thought we'd film that one. Yeah, what a way to start the hunt off. Yeah. Well, Chris said he got something else.
It's a half of some kind of tag.
Oh yeah.
Blank Northern something Tennessee, I guess.
Yeah.
Got crimped on the back.
Kind of reminds me of that luggage tag we found at a rail depot.
Yeah.
Back when I got my bayonet.
Yeah.
Could be.
I still have that framed. I put a pretty cool little tag.
Oh yeah, you got that tag. Yeah.
Come on now.
I can't remember. All I remember is a bayonet and heat stroke.
Yeah. Nice pocket watch.
Turned out to be the worst day of my life after that. But that's pretty cool. It does say something Northern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably some kind of luggage tag or something, but yeah. Very cool. Well, it didn't take us very long before we began to realize that this place probably wasn't going to turn out very well. And looking back on it, finding a part to a toilet as your very first find might have been a good indicator of where that hunt was heading. But luckily, I had another permission just 1 block away. And it's an 1800s house that I'd done several videos at. And Chris had never been there. So we piled into the car and headed over there. Well, this one's giving me a 12. I popped a plug and it was just sitting right there. Look at that. Pretty neat looking decorative piece. Definitely turn of the century. But no idea what it went on. It's very thin metal. It looked like it was nailed onto something, but pretty piece. I was checking the hole before I filled it back in, and it looks like there's another piece of it right here too. So that's pretty cool. I'll get them cleaned up, get you a picture of them together, and that's just a pretty piece. Well, I was telling Chris, I dug a 14 here, got a shotgun shell, and I moved over here, got 16 to 17. I thought, well, let me dig up another shotgun shell, but it might be a sash buckle. It's hard to tell right now. Wow, almost looks like a heart too. Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna get the brush out and some water. Spray this down and see what it is. Definitely old. I think I need to fill my water up a little more. Can't tell which is back and which is front. They both look pretty awesome.
Yeah, it does got some design.
Well, I don't know. Pretty interesting. Yeah, look at that. Very fancy.
Huh.
I think
that's the front.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I don't think it's a buckle.
Maybe some kind of trim work?
Or lid, or a trinket box, I don't know. Don't want to hit it too hard here. Probably a good candidate for the vinegar.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. You can see a flower, and the petals kind of come through. It's kind of 3D, you know?
Yeah.
A little scroll work here. Yeah, whatever it is, it's pretty, and it's definitely old, so pretty cool piece.
Different.
Well, it was tough even getting a good signal at that spot, and Chris mentioned that it seemed to be a spot where a few videos have been made. I think I had hunted it pretty hard, but all was not lost, because directly across the street is a place that I've always wanted to hunt, a house that dates back to the 1750s. And as luck would have it, the owner was in the yard. So I went over and talked to her, and she readily gave me permission to metal detect around the property. But she did warn us that it had been hunted several times. Well, that's never stopped us, so we got our machines, headed across the street, started swinging, and started finding things right off the bat. Well, Chris and I were across the street hunting one of my permissions, and I've always wanted to hunt this place. And believe it or not, it dates back to the 1700s. The front section you're looking at was built in 1889. And it's been hunted quite a few times, but as you know, there's always a chance someone missed something. So I did get a 12 here, and I'm gonna hand this over to Chris.
Get it down there.
And we're gonna pop it. Got a little nickel down here. I'm hoping it's an older one. Well, it sure looks like it, doesn't it? I think I got a V. I did get a V. I got a V nickel.
Yeah.
First good target.
Cool.
Well, I got a pull tab, and this is the second hole I've dug. So let me, Lord.
Trying to keep it in frame.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it cleaned up, and we'll come back with a shot and see what the year is. So that's an awesome sign.
Cool.
Should be right down here. Well, I was able to make the date out. It's gonna be a 1911. So that is really awesome, and a good sign. Hopefully more to come in this yard. Well, I'll tell you what, it's only been a couple minutes and 10 feet. And I got another 12, and I got another old nickel. I like it. I don't know what it is. I just grabbed the camera and told Chris to come over. Oh, buffalo.
Is it?
Yes.
Cool.
I just need that Jefferson.
Yeah, get that Jefferson.
Get another trifecta. Oh man, I think I might have a date on it. So very cool. 2 old nickels in a row. Might be some more high toning going on here, huh? So very awesome. Definitely very, very pleased with that. Yeah, Chris said he got something pretty cool. Said it's old.
It looks old.
Oh yeah.
The D Pond's jar lid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be early 1900s.
A little schmooshed.
Yeah,
Pretty
not
neat.
too shabby. Cool deal.
Oh.
There's definitely some things to be found in this yard. Yeah, just sort of poking around the front yard of this beautiful place. And got a 10 right here. Said it was in the plug, and looks like I got a bracelet. That's pretty cool. About 4 inches down. So another nice little find out of this place. Just swinging along here, got a 17 and got an old pocket knife just 3 inches down. That's pretty cool right there. Looks like it has yeah, look, it has bone handles. Look at that, very nice. Yep, those actually look like real bones. So yep, that's going to be 30s, 40s, somewhere in there. Could be older, but nice little find. Well, someone started mowing across the street, so pardon the noise, but I was getting a 19 to a 20 on the Equinox right in front of the front door of this old place. And about 7 inches down, I got it. I thought I had an Indian, but still a nice find. It's a 1919 wheat penny with a San Francisco mint mark. Nice and green too, so very happy to find that. Well, I was getting a 17, 18, sometimes bouncing higher, and dug down pretty far. I'd say about 6, 7 inches, and I saw something longer in the hole than I was hoping for an Indian. But I got something better, in my opinion. Check this out. Look at that.
That's a fatty, man.
That is an awesome tooth to a skeleton key. Wow. I like it. Nice, big, heavy bronze. It's got a nice green patina, so. But, very cool. I just had to wonder, which door did it go to? Well, Chris got something I've never seen before.
Neither have I. Definitely haven't dug one.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's a drag racing tractor.
Yeah, with a with like a snow plow or grading plow. I can't even talk anymore. Grading plow.
Yeah.
And it's got a rear wing to keep it firmly rooted to the ground from the big V8 behind the cab. That is pretty cool there.
Different.
Yep. We'll get it cleaned up and show you this one in all its glory. Chris is hunting on the side yard over here, and said he got something interesting. Oh yeah.
I think that's a scutcheon.
I think so.
Looks kind of familiar, actually.
Yeah, I think I've dug one of those before.
Yeah, it looks
the exact same one.
maybe over at the
park.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah,
sure have.
for the doorknob.
Very cool. Yeah, that's a nice piece right there. That's that Craftsman Art Deco kind of. That's a beauty.
Some depth to her.
Yeah, very, very nice. That'll clean out nice too. I wanted to show you something that the homeowner showed me too. Not far from where Chris is digging. This house right here, this is the original chimney. And they were cleaning the brick, and I'm hoping this is coming through. But right there is the date the house was built. They carved it into this brick, 1889. Now that's the front part of this house. The back half was log cabin, 1700s. And there's the initials JTB. And the original family that built this, their last name started with a B. So very cool. I just had to show you that. I just think that's awesome. Well, this one was giving me a 13, and dug down and got myself a nice early Jefferson. This one's going to be a 1940. So definitely happy to have that. Oh, Chris called me over and said he had a little find, and you can see we're not far from the railroad tracks. So that's what makes this find so unusual.
Yeah, very strange. How do you think it made it up 10 feet?
I don't know. I mean,
It's been down there a while, though.
We can't be closer than 30 yards. It's just, I was telling Chris it's a weird hobby. You just never know what's going to come out of the ground.
Big chunk of coal in there with it.
Yeah.
Neat.
Very cool, man. Well, here comes that cool train picture.
Yeah.
Well, you can see Chris up there detecting, and I wanted to show you this tree. Now, the homeowner told us a story about this tree. She's lived at this house about 35 years, but she learned about it from her neighbor who lived here all her life. But you see how twisted the trunk of the tree is? And it's actually twisted all the way up. But what had happened, according to them, was they had a tornado come through. And when the tree was a lot younger, it actually twisted all the limbs and braided them almost when the tornado came through. And it just continued to grow like that. And I just think that is so neat. So I just had to show you that and share the story with you. We've kind of nicknamed it the Twisted Tree, and we've definitely found a lot around this really unusual tree. So I'm hunting right next to the old Twisted Tree, and got a nice 14 signal here, about 8 inches down, and it popped up on my drop cloth, and that's it right there. Now, I thought I had a piece of an early buckle, but what it is, it's a an early drawer pull for a chest of drawers or something like that. But it's definitely old. It's got a nice ornate pattern, little flowers. So very happy with that, and see what else I get here. Well, I decided I'd play around with the 15-inch coil, and got a nice signal, 22, and look at the size of this pocket knife. Nice. Yep, it's got, that looks like real bone handles too. Wow. Definitely an oldie. Been in the ground a long time. So happy to see that. Boy, that is an old one. Very cool. Well, this one was kind of odd. I had Chris come over to film because I got a 22 and I saw this and I picked it up thinking it was going to be like a memorial or a Wheatie, but I can see it. I actually have an Indian.
Oh yeah, it's a wreath, isn't it? Is that the other?
I think it's the other side, but let me see. I was going to try to see if we get a date off of it, but
with this sun, boy, it's probably dried out.
It's dried out. Oh, there's the wreath.
Oh yeah, I see some green popping through.
I'll tell you what, we're going to come back because this is going to take a little bit. It's a pretty tough coating. Well, hopefully you can see it. It's actually pretty nice condition. 1898.
1800s.
Yeah, man.
Not too bad.
I think that's the oldest coin here so far. Yeah?
Yeah.
Got the 1911 nickel a little earlier.
Yeah.
1911, yeah. Well,
nice.
We keep hoping for a large center of flowing hair, but we'll take this.
Oh, yeah.
Chris might have something really cool in the hole. He said, I think it's something good.
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you, that's either a watch fob or a sash. Wow.
It's punched from the back. Let's see what the...
Here, hold on. Use this one. Wow. I'm thinking sash buckle.
Bunch of grapes or something?
No, it's just a design. I'm thinking sash buckle. What do you think? I think the other buckle would have slid in there.
Maybe.
Yep. You see the back? Oop. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's punched out, huh?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
No idea what the number was.
Pretty high, I imagine.
Yeah, it was down in there.
I'd say about 25. Wow. I'd say that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought maybe watch fob. He said it had the slit up here, but I'm thinking I'm thinking it was a sash buckle like this,
Maybe.
and this is the female portion, and it would have. That's awesome. That's going to be
cool.
Victorian era. I mean, sash buckles all the way back to 1860s.
Yeah.
So this one's definitely old, man. That's awesome. Best find out here so far, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
We found some pretty good stuff, but this is super nice.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely found a lot at that new permission. So much, in fact, that I'm going to have to show you the rest of the finds in next week's video. Now, we had a blast out there, and here's another look at all the really cool things that Chris and I found in this episode. Well, last week's historical photos were intended to make you crack a smile, and I think a lot of you did. So this week I wanted to share some wacky historical photos that will definitely make you smile. Because the news is never fun, but Finding America episodes always are. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.